Do you tilt in a ranked because you peek and get one tapped, but when you watch top Radiant players or pros, you see them peek into 3 people, kill them all, and do all of that without taking any damage, wondering how do they get away with it? Well, today I'm going to help you guys utilize Deathmatch so you can build confidence that will help you take better gunfights, simplify the game to a level that will let you outsmart your enemies, and help you win more games. Alright, so number 1, playing with intention. You always want to have a goal in mind for your deathmatches. Either improving your crosshair placement, improving your movement, your peeking, or practicing the bursting and improving your gunfight hygiene. But when we go into deathmatch, we want to make sure we're just always clearing our angles properly like we would in a ranked game. So let's say we're on bind and you're running up shower side and you're going to go short. You know, you can clear close right where the old TP used to be. And when you get to short, you want to take your time, peek short, peek market, and then make your way over, peek lamps, make your way over, peek heaven, peek triple, peek showers, peek backside, CT. You just want to take your time. Make sure you're always peeking right. You don't want to just carelessly and recklessly just run it down, holding W, waiting for someone to just roll on by into your crosshair so you can kill them. So that's not what we play deathmatches for. We play deathmatches to improve. Number 2, play deathmatches in between games. Nobody really talks about this, but after every ranked game, if you just insta-queue, whether you won or lost, you kind of end up falling into a bit of a haze, and that can sometimes lead to you performing worse. Maybe your first game you drop 30, right? But then that second game you drop 16 and you go negative, right? What's up with that? Like, I just played so good that first game. What went wrong? That's because you just start kind of autopiloting. You just spam queue, kind of sit there, maybe scroll on your phone, and you're not really focused. You kind of just there. And that's what playing deathmatches in between games do. It only takes you 5 to 8 minutes, you know. Even if you're only playing a few games a day, it really does help you reset your mental so that when you go into the next ranked game, it feels like you're queuing that ranked game with a purpose. Now the next point is to simplify the game. Deathmatch is so basic. It's literally 12 players in a lobby and they're just swinging each other and killing each other. First to 40 wins. Right? We want to kind of dumb it down for ranked as well. We just want to have a simple plan going to every round, you know, press tab, look at their economy, look at your economy, check what utility your teammates have, and make a simple plan. Great example is calling to split A on Pearl, and then play for art and main in the post plan. Everyone knows what to do. You know, you can just say, Sky, Jet, go art, everyone else go main. Once the round starts, everyone knows what they're doing, and then you can just focus on taking gunfights. My next point is to just take more risks in game. In a deathmatch, you die, and then you respawn, and then you can keep fighting. Nothing happens, that's it. But if you're in a ranked game, and you die, you can't do anything until that round is over, and the next one starts. And this makes you subconsciously play safer, take less risks because you're afraid of dying. You may not want to peek because you feel like you need to stay alive so you can use your util later. But a lot of top Radiant players and pro players will force buy on round 2 after they've lost pistol. They will force buy stingers so that they match the buy of the team who won the pistol round, so it's almost an even fight. You will see a lot of pros do this when they just peek into 3 people when it's like a 2v5 and they kill all 3. That's a risk. And they're confident that that is what they need to do to win the round. That's what differentiates the top players to your low elo players. The top players aren't scared. And my last big tip is to practice the agents you play to perfection. A lot of the top ranked players will only really play 1-2 agents. There are the few exceptions that play a wider pool, but the more consistent players will be playing 1-2 agents. You know, your Jet Reyna, Jet ISO, Jet Clove, Clove Reyna, whatever, right? Very simple characters, bear that in mind. Very simple characters. You don't have many Astra players at the top, right? You haven't got many Breach players at the top, because they're not really good for ranked, right? You have your Clove, Jet, Reyna, ISO, Yoru, Sova, Cypher, all of these really good. Really basic characters, really simple to learn, and that's the thing. We want to learn how to use these characters properly. We want to put a lot of time into learning how to take sites with their util, how to retake, how to set up post plants, how to clutch, so that when you go into game, you don't have to think about what you want to do with the character's util. You just do it. You just get the job done. All you're focusing on is the gunfights, you know, just smoke heaven, now swing, right? Okay, want to retake, smoke bomb, swing, defuse, right? You can just focus a lot more on taking those gunfights when you're not having to consciously think about what you need to do with your utility. It just becomes second nature. A great example of this is Eggster. We all know Eggster. He's the Yoru guy, right? He's always like rank 1. He's always in the top 10, and he only plays Yoru. Right? That guy's got thousands of hours on Yoru, the most complex agent in the game. Right? You can do so much with his utility, so much so that he doesn't have to think about it, because he has done it all. He has put so many hours into the character that it's no longer complex for him. And that's why he can climb and win games all the time, because even though Yoru is such a complex character, he doesn't have to think about it. He can just make plays work and then just tap heads on the side. You know, he can just do everything in the spur of the moment, and it's just second nature to him. Just to summarize everything, the first point was to play deathmatches with intention. Always chase something to improve, like your crosshair placement or how you peek, and make sure you're taking your time clearing angles around the map like you would in a real game. The second point was to play a deathmatch between each ranked game to help reset your mental and get you refocused for your next game. The third point was to try and simplify the game, like you would in a deathmatch. That way you can bring out your mechanics in a real game. You want to only come up with basic plans, use the minimap for information more often, and take duels you know are in your favour. The fourth point was to take more risks in-game like you would do in a deathmatch. Peek in places you normally wouldn't, especially if you're down numbers. Build more confidence in yourself to take more fights, because it's okay to die. That is how you're going to learn. And the final point was to practice 1 to 2 agents to the point where ability usage is second nature. This allows you to just focus more on the game, to take better gunfights that you're more likely to win. So by incorporating some of these tips, I've actually seen myself play a lot better, especially with playing deathmatches in between games. It really helps with my focus. It may take a week, it may take only a few days. Everyone's different, so share your thoughts in the comments below. Please subscribe if you have learned something new. I do stream regularly on Twitch playing ranked, and if you have any further questions, make sure you join my Discord server. I'm always active on there. That's everything from me, and I'll see you guys next time.